typically men that's doing the work don't care. You're gonna have some pro brokies, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to snoop in on your money, and that we take care of them. But yeah, right. But for the most part, men that's out here doing the work, no, they don't care about the money you make. It doesn't benefit them.
Okay.
All right. Maybe I'm like a pseudo.
State your opinion.
Maybe I'm like some sort of a hybrid Pookie, real nigga.
This man said hybrid.
Not a hybrid Pookie.
Yeah, because I definitely. Yeah, say it into the microphone. We love these jokes, right? But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, because I definitely like the idea of my women working. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the partnership thing is something that black community especially needs. But even if I wasn't like pro-black, you know what I'm saying? I still would say the are black men by and large intimidated by black women's dating options?
No, because women's options is shit to begin with. You got to imagine most men are sense pussies and losers, so there's that denomination. Okay. Then most men are either fucking jailbirds, that denomination. Most men swing both ways, they commit that denomination. So
that's a large amount.
Hold on, right? So then now the options are dropping. So now you got the men that are suitable, but then because of feminism.
Wait to say that.
They're not.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation podcast. Today we're gonna be taking a look at this podcast called Listen to Black Women. Hopefully they don't copyright claim me. I appreciate it, ladies. But we're going to be taking a look at Ebony K. Williams of the I'm Not Gonna Date bus driver fame, and her currently updated take on relationship dynamics. And I think Ebony K. Williams is an important figure because she is a very successful black woman, first and foremost. But also, she's somebody that a lot of women have looked up to, have, like, I would argue, aspired to be more like. You know what I mean? Especially with her making such a dominant, making such a dominant stance on, like, women with money and their current, selectability or their, current relationship dynamics and stuff like that. And seeing like how she's evolved in her mentality just over like the past year is pretty interesting. You know what I mean? But I can't say it's done with any sort of I would argue that she's actually, what's the word I'm looking for? This is what y'all supposed to be about. Y'all supposed to hit me with my hip.
It ain't no content. I mean, leading up to it.
I think she means well, right? Okay. She's not grifting. She. Shit. Thanks, bro. So gesundheit. So yeah, let's take a look at this conversation and let's give our spin on it, right?
Ain't that the chick that called Michael G. Gordon corny?
Yeah, I don't like her.
That's her for real?
Yeah.
Dang, for real?
Yeah.
She was on Love
and
Hip Hop.
That's crazy. This girl's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
That's the context.
That book do teach you some things, son. That's what's up.
I believe it was Tyler Perry who came on the flip side and basically said that we need to start looking at men that don't make as much or the stay-at-home dads and considering them.
I think his exact thing was, if he can contribute to, the light bill, then
the light bill,
but but he makes you happy in all other areas. Then and he met you at your worth. I thought he'd actually said he met you at your worst. I was like, wait, what are we even saying? What is this story that we're being force fed? It's gross.
And they were applauding him.
I was just like, this is, first of all, Tyler Perry makes movies where the bus driver looks like Boris Kodjoe. And in that case, bring him on. Every single woman would be like, girl, I'm dating a bus driver. Oh, you want to see him? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, that's a factor. And it's like, I kind of feel like it was a gotcha moment with you.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, why throw bus driver at you?
Here's the thing about what Tyler's suggesting, right? The subtext is going back to what we just talked about. Your worth is minimal. So if you are willing to accept minimal contribution to your household, a la a a light bill, that is equivalent to your value in society. That's the subtext there that no one's saying out loud.
Okay.
What?
That didn't sound right.
My God.
Well, okay. Any initial thoughts before I ask my question? If you did y'all follow that last line she said? Because that seemed to spark some chords, right?
You can take this one, then.
I gotta take it.
Because I don't got nothing to say to that.
Okay.
I can't stand this chick.
What? No, I just want you to go into it because I'm gonna go into my own love. What I just heard.
Okay, but yeah, So I was gonna ask. This is this is a dating strategy men typically practice. If I'm not mistaken, is this the right direction for wealthy women to follow?
No.
And just for clarification, when we're referring to women, wealthy women, mind you, taking on the guy that pays the light bill, but she's happy with the guy that just contributes enough to pay the light bill, apparently.
Enough?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess
Go ahead.
I want to. Okay, let me offer some little, just a small amount of grace, right? I'm gonna assume he offers more to the relationship than just paying the damn bill, right? Yeah. I would like to assume that he maybe cooks, maybe cuts the grass, maybe massages her feet or something like that. He offers more to the relationship. He's more valuable than just the light bill. Just to offer some sort of grace.
So then my question is, what the hell are they looking for? What are those wealthy women actually looking for? Are they looking for a man to make more money than them?
Uh-oh.
Or are they looking for a man to help contribute certain areas in their life and make them happy? Because some gonna fall. Just like women, you can't have it all. Something gonna fall. You know what I mean? It's either you gonna have a man that's gonna contribute, stand at home with the kids, make not as much money as you, and make stuff popping, whatever, or are you gonna be the one that's gonna be doing that and you sacrifice your career? Like, something gotta fall.
Boy.
I don't agree to. I don't know if it's because I'm not. For me personally, I just could talk about me. I never looked for a man for money, honestly. But as I got older, I learned that you supposed to, as far as making things move forward. But I don't know what these women be looking for. These wealthy women be looking for. Yeah, I get it. People have preferences and all of that. But if that man makes me happy, if he make me happy and he's contributing and he got a goal and he got a vision on what he's trying to do, and if I'm the one that's making the money at the time, I'm gonna put him in position. Like, I don't understand.
So teamwork,
yeah. Because I don't get it.
Anybody comments?
I don't think they know what they're looking for.
What are they looking for?
And I was trying to see, as the video was going on, I was trying to see if they had wedding rings on. Okay. And I don't think any of them are married, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, they're all dead.
None of them is married.
Yeah. They're not even in relationships, but yeah.
So, I mean, listening to them for advice would seem counterproductive.
I don't agree with that part, but I do agree because the message is the message. If a man that don't smoke and a man that do smoke tell me don't smoke, same thing.
I mean, yeah, but you could see like the positive and negative from that. Like this, what they're talking about is more so just subjective. So when you giving me your opinion and it's subjective, and your opinion don't really produce any results, even from your standpoint, then it's like,
well, that's because like he said, they wealthy women, but the man don't want them. Because you have to imagine when you go into business or entrepreneurship, you have to take on certain masculine traits to make it happy. You got to be non-agreeable. You got to be arguable. You got to be, you got to be masculine about it. You can't be pushover. You can't be no feminine woman in the fucking business marketplace.
That's very hard.
You got to be a fucking pit bull. The problem is separating that business mindset before you come home.
I
know, right? Besties.
Where's the button? There we go.
Oh my!
Keep going. You finish. I ain't gonna block you out.
You know, they say if you can dodge a softball, you can dodge a wrench. Jesus, but
because that's true. Like, a lot of women who's in entrepreneurship have masculine traits, and yet they're looking for a man with what? Being alpha. It's kind of hard to look for an alpha man. An alpha man ain't gonna want no alpha woman. Honestly, I don't believe so. In certain areas, yes, but as from what everybody been telling me, men don't care how much you make, right?
I think that's
typically men that's doing the work don't care. You're gonna have some pro brokies, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to snoop in on your money, and you know that we take care of them. But yeah, right. But for the most part, men that's out here doing the work, no, they don't care about the money you make. It doesn't benefit them.
Okay. Just
all right. All right, maybe I'm like a pseudo.
State your opinion.
Maybe I'm like some sort of a hybrid Pookie, real nigga.
This man said hybrid.
Not a hybrid Pookie.
Yeah, Pookie. Because I definitely. Yeah, say it into the microphone. We love these jokes around here. But yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, because I definitely like the idea of my women working. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the partnership thing is something that black community especially needs. But even if I wasn't like pro-black, you know what I'm saying? I still would say the ceiling gets a bit higher when both people are not just bring home the bacon, right? But also performing, you know, helping out with the kids, don't let the women do all the the child raising. Help them, you know, the men are intelligent as well. We can help with the homework and stuff like that. We can clean up behind ourselves. We can mop the floor and cut the grass and perform chores and stuff like that as well. So I like the idea of black people more so moving towards this power couple mindset rather than traditional gender roles and stuff like that.
And being power couple is subjective as well. So.
Well, you know, okay. What I mean by power couple is both y'all making a nice amount of income.
But a lot of the times, you know what? I agree with you.
Uh-oh. Holy shit! Am I finally making? Yo. Y'all don't know how much this shit mean to me. This nigga has been red pill for about 5 fucking years, and I finally cracked him. I did it. Son, go ahead, man. Go ahead and break. What I know, Kevin, the baby watching. I did something that nigga never be able to do. Go ahead, man. Tell him how you converted back to blue pill. Go ahead.
Steve ass is a pandering simp, so he could never break me. But
no, man. I never. I thought I had him. No, man. Take it all back.
But what I do agree is
that was for me. That wasn't for him. That was for me. Go ahead. You got it.
But I would agree with that. Maybe black people should adopt the you want to say power couple thing, because in some hindsight it can work. But the problem is that women naturally want to be led. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a man they got a lot of time work with, because you still putting a woman within her masculine. She has to get out there and work, do this, and deal with a job. Then you're gonna expect her to come home and do her wifely duties.
But the goal is to work together. That's the goal.
Right, but then how do you do your wifely duties if you coming in here tired from a 16-hour day, and so am I? Because at the end of the day, you still require me to provide, to protect, to produce. See what I'm saying?
The goal still is to work together.
I mean, can it be fixed?
You gotta raise them kids together.
No, right.
You gotta pay them bills together.
It can be figured out, but biologically, most women is like, no. You see what I'm saying? Most women want to sit at home and be cool.
So the onus is on the ladies, huh?
No, not necessarily. Because, like I said, I agree with you. I think it.
All right,
could it work? Maybe. And we talk just the black community.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree that
could it work?
Because there's a lot of ground to dig, a lot of foundation to dig up in order to instill that type of mentality that both people are essentially working for each other. Because there's relationships out there where and I don't know how y'all feel about this, but there's relationships out there where when the woman gets in financial trouble, the man's like, oh, they ain't got shit to do with me. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And
I've seen that.
That's not working together.
What's the point of the relationship? I feel like y'all.
These are
help each other.
Well, because a lot of the times when you look at statistically, when relationships are structured with she at home,
marriage is a business though.
It is. It's a business contract, and it's of the duty. But women put emphasis on feelings in marriage.
Women, some. Let's spell it out. SOME.
First of all, when it comes to marriage, all women put feelings into.
All women.
All women put women. Finish your sentence.
All women put feelings when it comes to marriage. They don't go by duty.
Not all women. Some women do look at marriage as a business.
So there are not
some women does look at women. Some women does look at marriage as a business. You said putting their feelings into it.
Yes, because feelings are fleeting. When you in the marriage,
that's not all women. You can't say all women because that's not facts.
Ooh, not facts.
So what you're saying is that when women get married and the woman's not feeling love and she's not feeling appreciated, they don't up and leave.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, wait. Even with an 80% increase of divorces happening, the majority of them are done by women.
A lot of marriages that lasted for 50 plus years could have been left their man, but they stayed not because of feelings.
Well, that's our grandparents.
No. We talking about all women, though. People that been married for 50 plus years, even my grandparents or whatever. It's a lot of older women that say they didn't get married for love. They grew to love that man. They got married because for the simple fact of who that man was and what he could provide for them at that time. And they grew to love him. Some men, you got to understand, back in the day, if you weren't married as a woman, you was considered looking like what the hell?
Yeah.
What's wrong with her? You know, so you can't say all women marry for love because that's not facts.
But those relationships are.
But those not facts.
Right, but hold on.
But those
no.
facts.
I didn't say marry for love. That you misquoted
marry for
me.
Feelings.
No, I didn't say marry for feelings. I say they divest feelings into the marriage, and when those feelings no longer exist, they leave the marriage. That is a fact because there's an 80% divorce
That's
rate
not true.
in America.
A lot of women still stay married for money, not for feelings. For financial support.
They get divorced.
Some people
they get all the money
for financial support. It's a lot of wealthy men who even. There's a lot of men overseas who got a lot of wives that stay just for support.
Right, but now
even here, let's be clear.
Eastern ideology and Western ideology are two different things.
Even here.
But that's fine. But no, it's not here. That's why there's 80% increase in divorces. You can't defend that point.
A lot of people stay for comfortability, and people stay because it's hard out here in this world. So not all women stay for feelings. Not all women stay for feelings.
You are aware there's no clause divorce, right?
There's what?
No clause divorce.
Meaning
you do not need a reason to get a divorce as a woman.
Well, I didn't know that.
Okay. Because there's no clause divorce and we live in a society that incentivizes for women to get a divorce if the man's not doing right by you or the man not and right by you, I'm talking about just infidelity. Just he not meeting certain criteria you expect him to meet. You should get a divorce. Do you, boo, handle your business. That's why we have an 80% increase. That's what I'm saying. Like marriage is duty. Whether you happy or not, you stick that bitch till death do you part.
I agree.
But in our society, that's not the case. Especially in the black society, that's not the case.
But you can't say all women though.
Okay. All Western women, with the exception of maybe you.
That's not true though.
Y'all made y'all. JG, 5 words and less. What do you think right now?
Yeah, Green Bay.
I kind of do agree with her.
That's too many words. Okay.
I kind of agree with her. No, it's not.
Huh?
That was fine.
I don't care, man. Goddamn, I'm trying to get this view on.
The other subtext in there is the assumption that black women's only option is to date black men.
Oh, well.
The conversation really never gets examined as to the other options that black women have.
Right.
You know, and listen, I understand wanting to be race loyal. I understand wanting to, if you're a black woman, you want to marry a black man, you want to have black children. I totally get it. But the reality of the situation is that I feel like, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, I feel like black men don't really want to have the conversation that black women actually do have more options that are available to them than are ever kind of proposed.
Yeah.
Because yes, black men, sure, it might be a little bit more difficult, but if you are willing to date outside your race, the options open up. And
I do, but wait, I have to give a caveat for this because I don't want to make any presumptions. As somebody who has been very open and transparent about my dating within and beyond black men, I just want to say that that's not necessarily the savior complex that people think. Unfortunately, because I think when I have this conversation with black women who have never dated outside of black men, they often have a romanticized fantasy ideal about what that is, kind of like non-black men will save us, and I don't know,
No,
straight to
that
Cam.
is not-
And I know that's not what you're
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
right? But I do think like that was in the comments,
Yeah.
right, of kind of my bus driver gate. Well, sis, what they need to know is you can date non-black men. And you will still have many of the same perils because there are differences culturally, but men are men. And when it comes down to misogyny and default presumptions of feminine worth and value, some of those things control cross-culturally. I only know it from experience.
But I will say,
All right. So JJ, you can talk this time.
Okay.
I was just playing. But
Is
no,
it 5
but
words or less? Or
You're good, man. Don't
Okay.
worry. Speak freely. This kind of thoughts about this whole idea around black women being saved by men from other nations because the black men, especially in America, are just won't suffice, or they're not paying attention to them. Somewhat of like kind of a reverse of like this passport bro situation. SYSBM. Yeah, that's probably.
we moved on from that one.
SYSBM.
Thank you.
Yeah, say
Now,
yourself.
I'm just learning about this. I remember.
Because I don't care. They're betas. Hold on, my bad. Which button is it? Beta baby. That's what they are.
So you believe Papa Bros are all betas?
No, man. I'm just for the gram, bro. I just say it for the gram. All right.
Hurt my feelings.
You should. James, what do you think, man? He be trying to make shorts and shit. That's all he wants.
Man, feeling hurt on YouTube.
Shorts now, and then he's like, man, I gotta make a joke and I gotta make it fast.
Basically, like if they think that's a potentially successful route to go outside the race, I mean, good luck. I don't think the percentage of success is that high, but I could be wrong. Like I don't know the percentage of black women that are married to men outside of their race, and the marriage lasts. Like I'd say it's probably about the same amount of divorce rate as with black men. So I mean, like.
I've seen according. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to. I don't have the data like at the ready, but like according to other people's research, they say black women are doing the best at dating outside or marriage outside of their race, but they still do it at the smallest scale of I believe all women. So it's definitely difficult to compare the data, but I kind of just leave it at that. I don't really try to make a huge narrative about that information.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to do
Besides
it, I
being
mean,
super
shit.
race loyal, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. I mean,
Yeah.
Get him, Lynn. Get him.
Get what?
I don't know.
I personally, like she said, as far as the romantic side of it, that is true. Cause I can only speak for me. I've thought in my world like, ooh, he got to have a little season. And when I mean season, you got to have a little black in them. You know, got to have a little culture in them for me to ever date outside my race. Me personally, I won't do it because of my reasonings of every time I was to sit at a bar or was to being approached by a guy that was non-black, it was, oh, you're pretty for a black girl.
What?
Oh, you're...
Is that really a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
No, for
You're
real?
pretty.
Yes.
Yes, it happened. You're pretty for a black girl. Oh, I never had a black girl before. Oh,
Well, I
I
know
would love
I
to
can-
have a black girl like you. Literally,
These are
This
white
is my-
men, or is this like, or is
They're-
it could be Mexicans and
white men. It was white men. I won't say Mexicans, but they definitely romanticize over black women.
I can definitely see the fetishization. I'm definitely aware of that.
That's
but
why
like,
I personally don't.
I did
date
not
outside my
think they
race.
would literally walk up to black
Yeah.
women saying you're pretty for a black.
I was
girl.
at a bar. We was all drinking. He wanted to buy me a drink, and he was like, "You're so pretty. You're very pretty for a black woman." Oh, I never had a black woman before.
That's OD. That's crazy.
I say, child. That happened twice actually. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm good.
Well, I'm glad you contained yourself there. That's wild.
my black men.
So,
we love you too.
for sure.
No one loves you, Green Bay.
All right.
Your mother is a Bears fan.
She is.
Is it?
Yeah,
My point exactly.
Are black men, by and large, not all, right? Are black men by and large intimidated by black women's dating options?
No, because women's options is shit to begin with. You got to imagine most men are simps, pussies, and losers. So there's that denomination. Okay. Then most men are either fucking jailbirds. That denomination. Most men swing both ways. They commit that denomination. So
that's a large amount.
Hold on, right? So then now the options are dropping. So now you got the men that are suitable, but then because of feminism. They're not looking at the denomination of men that are hardworking. They all want the type tier man. Women don't walk the race. They sit at the finish line, wait for the winners. So then you got that denomination. So now their options are very slim.
Yes, yes, our options.
And that's why I say our dating thing is different. It's asymmetrical. Men on the other hand, our options are damn near endless. Cause we'll date the women that's up, we'll date the women that's down, we'll date the women that's across the pond. Women don't go abroad and date across the pond because they don't date economically or socially below them.
Not all women go across.
No women date economically or socially below them. What women you know finna go to Thailand and date some guy?
It's women that out here that
go to Thailand and vacation.
What about Jamaica?
Outside
Jamaica is not
a lot
socially
of
economically
African and Jamaican women have white men or Mexican husbands. They have a lot of that.
Are they white and Mexican or are they European?
European, white, Mexican.
No, because
they date and marry those type of men.
But you got to watch.
And I've been seeing a lot of
women
African women getting wifed up.
Women in the States, African women coming from a country over here to the States. Of course, they're going to date a white man here because he's economically up there. A woman in the States is not going to go to Africa to date no man because a lot of times they're not economically sound. Like it's just not going to happen.
But they pushing the narrative that a lot of African men are very wealthy.
They are.
Oh.
They are. No, that is true. They are. But the problem is their dollar don't stretch. Our dollar stretch. So a lot of women that's within the Western society is not going to go over Eastern society.
What you mean by the dollar don't stretch?
Because our dollar in here is way more there. You know,
but they come here to stretch their dollar. Majority of them have investments here.
Who?
African people, African men.
Have investments here?
Yeah. They coming over here and investing.
Well, shit. Maybe. Maybe.
They are.
Maybe, but no, right. But they come up here investing. They can't. You can't stretch your money. How you stretch your money here from their dollar? Our dollar's more than dollar.
I don't know how they doing it, but they definitely investing. They could have overlying things going on. They could have white investors that's helping them get to that top level. I don't know, but they are stretching their dollar.
So I don't have the stats on that, so I don't know. But let's say that is true, right? That's still a small percentage. That still doesn't leave women much options.
Yeah. I definitely don't know everything there is to know about African economy and stuff like that. I do know there is in Africa, maybe depending on where you go, there is there's extreme capitalists there, and that not just the royalty, and then there's destitution, right? There's people that literally their stomachs got large because they're so hungry because they haven't eaten in such long. You know how that goes. So obviously, how do I put this? If a black woman were to go out there and find them a man that's particularly wealthy, you're probably gonna have to get in line as far as
culturally,
and you're gonna have to you're messing around gonna have to be one of the sister wives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And all this masculine thing that go to the Western world. Don't go over there, buddy.
Okay.
I saw a man literally slap the piss out of his daughter like multiple times, and that I wasn't rocking with that, right? But all that aside, women are definitely gonna have to. How do I put this? Especially depending on where you go, I would say the more upper scale, westernized countries, the women will be a lot more safer. But a lot of wealthy countries are kind of like they're not particularly fond of like progressive ideas. The women, know how women are dressed in certain parts of India. It's gonna be a culture shock, all right, and especially with like misogyny being having its own like seasoning across the world. You're gonna have to kind of deal. You're gonna have to kind of get with the program essentially. So women are gonna have to be ready for that.
Why do you consider the cultural differences between East and West as misogyny, when misogyny is not defined as that?
Well, okay, when we, misogyny defined as, just the absurdness, the dominance of men over the females, right?
The misogyny is defined as the
hatred of women,
discontent of women.
Okay. All right, you know what? You got me. It's like when you according to a Western ideal society of like women should be able to express themselves however they feel.
Feminism.
Lord,
I'm talking about places where you get slapped in the mouth for like speaking, for taking your mask off, nigga. So that's what I mean by, in my context, or what the westernized idealism of hatred of women.
Yeah, I understand.
So with that kind of understood, if the women would like to make, how do I put this? Because it all boils down to decisions. Don't get me wrong. Now, if that woman feels like that man that she's gonna get with, that's like buying tigers and just throwing money in the air like this, because it doesn't matter and all that stuff. If she wants to get a part of that man's program, she has every right to do that. Yeah. But it's the same thing we said about those passport bros. You better understand that culture. You better do your due diligence. You better understand them laws, because you are stepping in a completely different world.
Yes.
But there's a reward for it. You know what I'm saying? If you think that's a reward is worth you getting stepped in the mouth for speaking out of turn, by all means.
I've seen this on YouTube years ago, a clip. In some places in India, that once a woman give birth to a female, they either kill her or they sell her. So yeah. I think China was like that for a little bit. They changed that law just a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's India.
Rough.
So
parts of India.
So if you don't want to call it misogyny, if you want to argue that there's an equivalent exchange within the confines of their culture, you can make that case if you want to.
I don't consider this misogyny, because that's not how misogyny is defined. When you hate something, you mistreat something. But they believe in a sociological order of things. The woman does this, the man does this. The women don't get loud, talking in your face, hitting you, all this and this. You don't do that. You stand in a woman's place, I stand in a man's place. But Western society considers that misogyny. Oh my God, oppression. It's like, right.
I appreciate you expressing the long version of what the fuck I just said already.
You're an asshole.
What I said was, if you want to make the case that I did give you permission to make that case. Didn't I? All right. So anyway, let's move on to the next part of this conversation. 3:30.
No, I swear to God, everybody trying to convince us that we need to accept the bare minimum needs to go somewhere. No, that is not a lot to ask. I swear to God, the bar's in hell.
No, but I agree with you, because
I
if
just
they
don't
have
want
one,
it.
they want
My point.
Yeah, they
so
want
if you're not all of those things, if I don't desire you, I really don't want you. Real boss men, they do not desire a financial or an intellectual equal. They are not attracted to it. It is a turn off. The PP goes, burr, burr, burr. It does. I'm telling y'all the truth. They did not go to law school, L'Oreal, so they could end up with a peer. They went to law school, they went to medical school, they went to Harvard MBA so that they could be the dominant, so that they could run the shop.
We're all single here on this panel. Are you single?
I am definitely single.
I'm newly single.
Yeah. I've been single a very long time.
And single. And all successful, which is scary. So it is that hard, right? We're saying it's not that hard, but you have 4 successful women.
Because the success is not to our advantage.
Beautiful.
Romantically.
Now,
okay, let's just name some things.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't sit up on this panel and not name the fact that even in this conversation of 4 diverse women of different lived experiences, we still represent some similarities. Nobody on this panel is darker than a brown paper bag. We need to name that. Nobody on this panel is more than a size 10. And so let's just kind of expand the conversation. We represent a preference. Oh, am I the only one here?
No, I'm listening. No, we're listening.
We represent a preference amongst what society, and in particular, black men have said they preferred. And yet, we represent black women that are still paying a price and a tax for our success. Can we imagine what this conversation looks like with our darker melanated sisters? Can we imagine what this conversation looks like with our curvier sisters? So I think that this is showing, to me, the impetus of the crisis. We're in a crisis when it comes to black women in romantic partnership. Because to Melissa's point earlier, of course we can, and many of us do date outside of the black race. But I'm never going to try to convince a black woman to want something she doesn't want.
Okay. Any initial thoughts before?
Get him, Leah.
She's gonna be single for the rest of her life.
Why is she gonna be single for the rest of her life?
Because
Kitty.
she's already up there in age and successful and still single, ain't got no man, ain't married. But you waiting for this particular man, your preference. Sometimes what you like don't like you. Let's just be honest, and that's what it's looking like to me. Like, I don't know, they beautiful, they successful, they all this, they got it all going on, but they gonna be single for the rest of their damn lives. And she made some points, and then there's some points I didn't agree with her. I don't even want to talk. She's just gonna be single for the rest of her life.
That's tough. The lady in the white or the?
She gonna end up settling. The lady in the white. Her and what's her name? In the black.
The one in the black, yeah.
She seemed like she's super. What's her name? She's
Oh shit! I forgot her name.
I forgot her name too. She was
the
she
Michael
be a
B. Jordan
video
chick?
vixen. Yeah, she used to be a video vixen.
Oh, video vixen. Oh, okay.
But anyway, she definitely she seemed like she's very proud to be single because obviously nothing ain't working out for her. So she's taking that road to be proudly single.
JG, any comments?
I just don't understand fully what they're looking for.
They don't know.
Because they said they don't want the bus driver unless he look like a male model. The men who make a lot of money don't want equals, which will be them. So who are they aiming for? Like I don't get what the target is at this point.
It's like, and they're saying like, well, I'm pretty sure if I'll be able to find whatever I'm looking for if I stay outside my race. Like that's the whole mentality here. That's the plan of attack.
But get this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I think the funny part is I think they just might be the problem. Like it just might be them, and they don't realize it. And until they realize it, then they're gonna be on these panels talking about being single.
Okay, because if Halle Berry could get cheated on twice, baby, you gotta be cheated on and spousal support twice.
Damn.
She's paying money.
Damn.
Twice by 2 white men.
Damn.
Oh.
Twice.
So you can't.
I even know that.
It's a man thing. It's not a black man thing. It's a man thing. There's pookies of all races.
Jesus. I say, my God. That's what she was saying, too. She was saying that. She was like, some men are just going to be men, whatever. But, man, look, they don't know what they want at this point. Because if you even date the highest of the high, the most money guy, he ain't really gonna be wanting to settle down with you. He gonna want another prettier woman than you. You're gonna get old. You know, he's gonna probably want a younger one, a more fresh one who can keep him on his toes. I mean, so
that is a problem.
Their best, honestly, I could say their best bet is to go with a young man and groom him.
That sounds terrible.
Oh shit. So like Drea.
Think about it. The type of woman that they are the alpha females. This would seem like. So they're more likely to go after a man, a younger man, and groom him into the man that they want him to become.
So the magnet effect.
They more like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so the magnet effect, because the polarity.
They looking for what they can't find. They can't find what they looking for.
You can't push it together. But it's funny that you say that, because even though, Melissa Ford. That's her name.
Melissa Ford.
Yeah. People watching.
Yeah.
But fucking, yeah. So it's the magnet effect, because the similar polarities of a magnet push against each other. So, but it's funny you to say that, because if you saying that right now, motherfucker gonna be in the comments, ooh, that girl smart, ooh, this and this and this. But let a man say that shit. Like, nah, I want a younger, settled girl. That's predatory.
No, because a lot of men are already doing that. They've been doing that for years. They've been doing it for generations. They've been doing that.
I think the ostracization of it is just not stopping men from doing what they're gonna do. But the big people are talking about like these men like being creeps for getting younger ladies. But yeah, nobody's gonna.
Been doing that for years.
Leo is always gonna give him a 25-year-old.
I think women get more pressured for doing that than men because it's so normalized for men to do that. So
actually, no, not in the society we in now. Because
sure?
because everyone.
What's her name from Basketball Wives? Drea. She got baby by that 21-year-old. That's predatory. It's like she waited.
Oh shit! I didn't know.
She like almost 40.
Oh. Yeah, the light skinned chick that was like a model or something.
Yeah, Drea, right?
Mm-hmm. And she's getting hit hard.
You like get something ignorant to say to me.
A lot of men been grooming women for years. That's normal. Like I feel like Beyonce and Jay-Z, he groomed her. She was like 18, 17 when he was dating her.
See, and that's
like,
what I say.
He like 20 plus years older than her.
Hot take. Shout out Myron Gaines. Shut up. Women were willing to share a winner. Women are willing to share a winner than have a loser all by themselves.
That's why a lot of
I hate it when he just says like the
normal. That's gonna become normal over here. Watch.
Was it become normal? The shit that he says.
No, sister wives.
Sister wives.
That's gonna become normal.
Oh, you think so?
Because the options are too small.
Yep.
If everybody's gunning for the same type of man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back to catch-22. We gonna this is gonna be a recurring battle for us for quite a while actually.
Yes, sir.
So what came first? You are the chicken or the egg?
Jesus.
The chicken.
Exactly. That's the fucking problem. Men, the catch-22 in this situation is men it's either gonna be men leveling up to the point of women and to the. I'm sorry, how do I put this? It's either going to be men leveling up to the point that they are widely acceptable by the women, so that they are at least choosable by these women, or the women going to have to lower their standards to the point where they can where they will be selecting these current states of.
You saying choosable by these women, but the women, these type of women, looking for the man to choose them. That's
So that's another catch-22.
Like, girl.
What's the so
she
what?
Might as well go ahead and get her young one.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
Because I stand for my answer.
Because these women,
crazy.
Because these women, they're in a constant state of
they in denial, delusion. If you ask me.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to define what they want. You know what I mean?
They don't even know what they want.
They don't want to know.
I would rather, depending on what type of bus driver. Like my friend, he's a bus driver, right? But he was doing his entrepreneurship for a very long time. His girl supported him. They got a house together. They ain't got no kids. He supported him throughout his whole endeavors. Entrepreneurship is up and down. She was the one who had a stable job for many years or whatever. Then he decided, you know what? Just so I can continue to do, and he's an engineer. Just so I can continue to be an engineer, I'ma just go ahead and be a bus driver. It's nothing wrong with it. Everything ain't falling out on her, and she's the breadwinner. Technically, she got a hospital. I don't know what she do in a hospital, but I know she's up there and she makes the bread. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't get it. When I heard that from old girl, I guess she was going viral I was like, I get it. People have their preferences, but I didn't understand what was her reasoning of saying that.
Yeah, me neither.
She's going to be single for a while. A long time.
I think
she's going to end up settling.
Yeah, especially since she has the money, so she's probably gonna end up selling for.
Or be single for the rest of her life.
She's probably gonna end up selling with a man that looks what one of those bus drivers that look like that out of a Tyler Perry movie or something. So
a boy with boys called Joseph. They stupid.
So. Yeah, I think that's any closing statements about these four ladies.
Single for the rest of their life.
All right.
And I hope they enjoy it because
my thing is they grooming these people. They grooming a young crowd to think this way, and for the future, it's going to be very hard. Even more as far as dating with black men and black women. So.
Wait, you gotta put the shades with the little secret.
For sure.